I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you people a fairy tale story that you'll go home and do something. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during your youthful days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position, don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And I need one to pour me, I will take it. I did it at that time, so I cannot dodge. But what I'm telling you is this: I have been refined, not only by myself, but by God alone.
For being refined, don't you think it will still follow you? This is a political era. Like you can
Let
remember.
me tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. You didn't force me to tell you. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Look, Jesus Christ himself said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why do you think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there would be criminal in the world. Look, if I go to steal chicken today, you'll put hanger on me and parade me in Bagan.
Are you making this statement to get the vote of the young people who these days are called Zogos and Zogis?
Or to maybe seek forgiveness?
Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there as younger generation and know there is hope in the future.
So for the sake of our country, this man is now this. I went through night, sleepless night. I suffered day and night for 4-5 months, making the arrangement. They put Yomi Kanga Lauren one side. She was to be the running mate to the man. And Costa then. Today, they push everybody one side and take Kun. When you put the future, the past into the present, how you will move tomorrow? If you make the man disgrace, or it will be good for you. When you turn to the man against our prayer for you to produce vice president, the woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, then I could be doing the job for you. Can he go everywhere? No. The woman is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, then I could be doing the job for you. Can he go everywhere? No.
Maybe if they will succeed, enough, maybe appoint me or dismiss me. I'll be better. It'll be better. I mean, I'll be very free. I'll feel free and sit down.
Well, if you put that challenge, so be it. It's not mean to move you. But we'll come to Nimba, all of us in this country, to tell the people of Berege. We just see the mayor. To tell the people of Berege, this is the situation. This is the situation, and we need you. Because I'm talking to you as a man of God. And I said, if you've been offended, forgive. But if you take that to block the future of Nimba, nobody can stand in the way of Nimba future. If Nimba will produce president, VP, it will be. Nobody can stand in the way of Nimba future. If Nimba will produce president, VP, it will be. Nobody can stand in the way of Nimba future. If Nimba will produce president, VP, it will be.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else. These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said it. He said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023? No, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
Bad people will use electronic and print media. They use everything to promulgate dirty propaganda. So they take advantage of that and they spread their own dirty propaganda to outpower us, to outsmart us, to dirty us around the world. So the investor cannot come here because you want to come. They'll be afraid. That's their intention, not to allow the investor to come. So they do all kinds of things to destroy this government image. That's what I know. Because this government cannot involve itself in killing people and killing people. President Joshua, when he became president, he opened a church.
In more recent time, and just over the weekend, Ambassador Joseph Boakai made a statement that people shouldn't take men's job and give it to boys. He's a boy taking over a man's task in the presidency. What do you make of that?
Two things I want to say. That statement doesn't go well with me. If Mr. Weir is a boy, then I think he's a good boy. Because Joseph Boakai, former Vice President Boakai, dropped in his heart. He collapsed. Almost died. It is that boy, because George Weir, who ran there, pick him up, charter a plane to fly him abroad for open heart surgery and made him to live today with pacemaker battery. He's a battery total right now. So the battery is controlled by the white man who gave it in a medical center where he was flown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural eye, compare the two. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. How many million people voted that boy? So many millions. Look at this boy and elected him. Maybe you call Joseph, George Weir boy because of the age, because Joseph Boakai is over 70 and this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy in the sense of immaturity, no. George Weir is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boakai on the ground where he collapsed to fly here, bro, for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's what made him to live today. I think Joseph Boakai, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy who flew in out of the country for open heart surgery that make him to live today. But the way Joseph Boakai speaks, the way he acts, he is one of the 9 ungrateful lepers. The fact is, you could have ignored you, but he did not. He did not. He saved this old man. But what the old man is returning is ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you because any minute you could collapse.
For lying to the public that there's.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been doing
Yes, you know, the money here. The thing is in the budget. There's the final budget. So, like, they don't tell you when they took it all of a sudden, when they put it. I beg you. One question is, when they took it up, can you show us where you put your share? That's the question. If they answer that question, come back to me.
We now go over to Robert Tier of the Unity Party.
Yeah, everything I do, we must first tell the thing to the people.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been doing that. We have people cleaning the champagne in our various communities. So, in social science, said, we go to people and ask them what they name. And so you posing them to say, I name this. But if you don't ask your people, then what you carry to them? So before I ask them what they name and what they name, what you return to them.
Your 3 major priorities.
Right now, if you look at I'm a teacher in profession.
You teacher?
Yeah, I'm a teacher. The second thing is that we want the boroughs autonomous.
The Boris what?
It's autonomous. Yeah, it's autonomous.
Go ahead.
And we look at some of the things we want to consider because we talk about autonomous, that means you have a lot of facility, a lot of things that you do in the borough. And if you are autonomous and you have other things to do, and if you look at the many young people graduated from college also in the district. Right now, the first thing we embarked was to have a reconciliation regional meeting all of the communities.
So Tia, at what level were you teaching? Was it elementary, junior high, or senior high?
We're taking elementary divisions.
Oh,
elementary division. And we're credible, we are more accessible, and we're development oriented. So
Hello, Robert B. Tier is a librarian. After our graduation from the elementary school, we keep the Maribor to attend the junior high school, the Baptist Junior High School, and from there we went to Central High and we graduated 1998. I'm a teacher in professions. Robert here is one of the daughter's son. Robert is one of the credible sons. Robert here is deserved to be a servant in the district. Robert here is a public servant. I always work at the National Security Agency in Kemakan, in Kemakan. CPP and ANC.
Exactly.
And they are only around the woman and destroy him. They are around this man as he hold them spiritually and physically, but God will do nothing tangible. Because they don't want you to succeed. Except in 2029. I'm sorry for Kun. Kun is a potential leader they see. So they're blocking him. They took all the ministries, all the public corporations, and they gave MDR one ministry labor. Going himself to putting people all over the place, even without asking me, say, Papi, give me 4% to head. No, you're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They are filling all the positions.
Mm-hmm.
And as yesterday, then they want call my pay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
America to be secretary. Other than what the caucus agree on, we agree on Sunday. She's a lawyer. She had an NGO there. She was helping a lot of people there. Because, are you there?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Because Kou, Mape Kono, we are told that fraud to my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And Kou, that fraud to my boy in business.
Mm-hmm.
Who brought Kou up? So they want the guy to go to this country, so all the contracts in the country can be given to fraud. With all the $1 billion you get, in that time we're making money. Every small business is that. And you meal ahead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anytime you go to product, anything, you want you to bring your house as a collateral. So, however, you also want your employer. I wanted to support you, but with the unfortunate event, when we're going to debate the work rank on the floor of the Senate, I want people on leg mine to join us in debating it because there are laws that prevent any such code from being established here.
But do you think that,
So
Senator, do you think that Yan will debate the issue when it comes to the war crime code, to debate against it?
Yeah, we're not debating with a UP man.
Yeah, what I'm saying. So supporting a non-tangible.
I wanted made the premises to you that because of the, I don't want to support you. I'm supporting Mark Brown, the county inspector.
Yeah, that is the best way because now we connect with the UP hierarchies.
It will connect. But Mark Brown is our son. He believes in us, and he will not do anything messy. So he will join the MDR on money, and we will register him and we'll support him, and he will win.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel Koga been represented 3 times. He had never respected me. That's why I brought him to the politics. So if he comes to the Senate, it will be a battle there in the Senate.
Mm-hmm. If Samuel Koga should remain respectful to you, you can push him.
Yeah,
but he's very disrespectful. He can take airway with you every time. I used to listen to him.
Yeah, that's why we will not support him. He will not win. The one you are trying to come with the secretary in place so that
to seduce you politically.
To seduce me, yeah. So seduce me, so they will not come. Believe me.
Don't make that decision. It okay. So do you the glass low?
He ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. Look, the neighbor people, so they are angry with Boyka. After his own country laying down, one country laying down, Bata laying down. Those are the 3 countries give all the position to nearly all the top position. So they might not happy. And then when they walk around, they might very, very angry.
Mm-hmm. So, but be with it, Waga, even me quickly on Nazragi Sar, ya gonga ya kaglo ya wami.
For the poor watchers. No, say, wow, you are Benola. That's sort of banning kissing. Then, Yondi and Poeta Indian, the removal of Prince Charles Johnson, the chief of staff, because they don't want the photo women outside. How many soldiers we have to have all the women occupy the entire country to make road back? So the line.
Baga, yaga baga expect I won't go in.
Don't take wrong. Mesa uti at all.
No one as ye sa the walk uncle grew as ye no nima who will defend who will redeem her. I want see you as I walk uncle. Why you don't focus on the development and the improvement of the people's lives?
Leave him alone. It's okay. We are happy with that.
Distinguished colleagues, this is a two-faced issue.
This is a critical issue in this country, and we must stand up and speak the truth. Because for you to use the fact that prior to printing, it means you already telling me print. But before you print, come up to me. There is nothing in that paragraph that indicated that money should be printed.
The essence of this exercise, the essence of this exercise is to know the facts. Everybody will have the opportunity to ask questions if you so desire.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of Liberia and to the republic for which it stands. It is based upon these oaths that we sit here every day when we are called upon to perform our national and patriotic duty to country. When we pledge our allegiance, we pledge it to the flag of Liberia and not to a particular person, organization, or institution. And so because of the cause of Liberia, whatever the risks involved is, we will take it. Because we want to ensure that we have a best and brighter Liberia where everyone can live peacefully, free of political witch hunt, free of intimidation because you are not supporting a particular person. Oh yes. I have a dream that one day like Nelson Mandela, Liberians will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by their oh God. Just the introduction people have started. What's anyway, it's on a Monday. And it's the 18th of March, 2024. The name is Haggai Gondah right here on this Monday edition of the program. Good afternoon to you, good morning to you, and good evening, whatever the case is. Welcome to it. Are you following us on Freedom Radio Liberia Facebook page? Or maybe on 87.9? This is Haggai Gondah. Too many things to dive into today. Like we said, the political witch hunt continues under the Black Eyes administration of the Unity Party. Anthony Camelia Sifos Yeke expected. We are receiving credible information that hierarchy from the Unity Party are planning and calling on the president to immediately displace her, though she's serving a tenure position, but because she legally refused to ensure that a cartel removal, I say a cartel removal of the head of NASCAR was prevented. She herself has become the center of witch hunt. Too many things. Senator Prince Johnson is out again. This time, oh yes. He has blasted again at President Joseph Boakai for his betrayal towards him. And also the vice president, he said the vice president is not even looking his way. Oh my goodness, why this early? When we said that people were going to ensure that Senator Johnson is removed from NIMBA or out of Liberia and turned over to the War Crimes Court if established, just so they can become political godfather for NIMBA. These were things that we were talking about. These plus many more. Crime Stoppers Liberia is proud to be associated with this program, the Freedom Hub. When we take a break and come back, just us. Oh yes, you will not get disappointed today. Let's take this break.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hands, call the right authority. Well, it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must take it, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Good afternoon. If you're just joining us, let me say welcome. And this is the program, the Freedom Hub, right here on Freedom 87.9. So yes, too many things happening in our country, Liberia, and yes, this is a country that we've built, and political tension always, whatever the case, even after elections, we still have people. The way the cake is being shared and things, people get disappointed. So they will come back to make statements and things, and that is why we are always here to ensure that some of these things can be brought to the spotlight, especially when some of us sat and said that decisions we were making, you people were making during the course of the elections, were going to impact our country, whether positively or negatively, and this is where we are now. You listen to Senator Johnson. I'm going to play that clip. That is when I start up on that conversation. We'll play that clip so that you listen to the Nimba County Senator. As you know, he's a controversial person. And this time he has come up with another hit at the presidency. He has come up with another hit at the presidency. And even the vice president also was not spared from this. And you listen, he accused the vice president of not paying attention to him any longer. Even recommendations that are being made in government, he's not aware of anything. And the former senator of Nema also, and now vice president, is just pushing people. And in fact, they are trying to sideline him in the entire thing. And he said he's disappointed with the president. He's disappointed in how the president was doing things. That is what happened when you betray people. And when you betray people, you should expect that people too will betray you. I said it the last time. I said, as a guy or a lady, if you see a person who proposed to you or who's proposing to you, I've said to you they love you, and you see that person because of you, you see that person playing blind eyes or treating their current partner only because of you, you should have sense and understand that the way that person is being treated, I might be the next person to be treated like that. So that is why always when you see people doing things negatively to people because of you, you should be careful on how it will end up. Because anything that happened to somebody because of you might also or one day happen to you because of somebody. So that is why you should have yourself in that, you put yourself in that frame of mind to accept whatever the case will be. And it is quite interesting at this point now to where we are. People are showing day by day how ungrateful they are. When Costa said ungrateful Salman Swan, we saw it like fun. We were laughing about it, posting on the internet, but it was a reality. And some of us did not believe what he said when he was saying them, because we felt he was just looking for a way to support his decision to join the coalition campaign team. But now the facts are glaring. And even some of us here, we sat here behind this very microphone and said to you that those people who are pushing or who are pushing around here, making all of the louder noise, coming down to your level, eating with you, acting that they're so humble, they're so friendly that they will not betray your trust and confidence in case you vote for them. You can see now where we are. You can see where we are. I'm told there's a serious dissatisfaction amongst Nimbayans. And some are saying the way that Ambassador Bwaka is treating the senator is becoming of concern. And some are saying, yes, it should happen because this country, it will not be wrong when an individual is prioritized or is seen as the person who every good thing should be for. So this is where we are. I said it, and I will always say it. I said the reason why some of us who campaigned and spoke the way we spoke during the campaign, the reason why we muster the courage and gain confidence again to come behind this very microphone to speak to you Liberians is because what we said during the course of campaign, all of those things that we said to you, we said people who are running around here were not in your interest. People, we catalog things, we said things, and you saw it like maybe like one fund that we were making, and you thought to vote the way you voted. But now the reality are setting in. It is because of that reality that motivated us. That reality, that what motivated us to sit behind this microphone. So yes, somebody is asking me, you can use the Freedom Cash giveaway is still ongoing. And we've been having challenges in people playing other things of recent. But now, yes, you can try to play the Freedom Cash giveaway. That *799#. You and allow it to load for a couple of seconds. When they open, the options will appear, and amongst the options is Freedom FM. That's seated at number 11. You can select Freedom FM and stand a chance to win $2,500 Liberian dollars today. So yes, while we are here having a conversation, you can continue to play the Freedom Cash giveaway, and winners will be called. If not on this show, when I leave, I will allow Abraham Kamara to call our winners so that you know those who have won, and you will win $2,500 instantly. That is why we can give out $2,500 instantly. So let's continue to play. So yes, when we said that the reason for us regaining strength and energy to sit behind here was about the reality that is about to set in after the election, the reality that was about to set in, and all of those things that we said, it was now time for us to come back and sit here so that you sit and look at us and judge from the statements and things that we made, the things we said before. you judge from what we say in the current day reality and compare to know who was fooling who. During the course of the campaign, people play blind eyes on the developmental projects that former President George we are undertaking this country. And people said they were nothing. In fact, the president did nothing for this country and all kind of things. But just recently, we heard one of the lead media campaigners for the Unity Party in the just ended election, Stanton Waterspoon, who took to his Facebook page, a Spoon Talk show, and started to call on Liberians to appreciate former President we are for the level of development. According to him, though there were challenges that the country was faced with, even the government was faced with, but in the mix of those challenges, the former president did his utmost best to ensure that he bring Liberia on par at certain level in terms of development. And you saw him. I was somehow frustrated. My frustration was not about why we did not win this election or they just end the election. My frustration was about Liberians looking at the reality, and amongst the reality they said, no, we will not choose this. In fact, these are false and misleading, and you just sat and allowed somebody to push your decision based on a mere statement that they make. You had a reality to see all of those developments or that we were talking about here, all of those projects and programs that were implemented under the WEA's presidency. We sat here, we talk about them, and you had the right to go after us and investigate. And even you knew pretty well that what we were saying were all true, but because you prioritize greed, you prioritize maybe tribalism, you prioritize or nepotism, everything. So you decided to take decision, and the decision is now setting in. The decision is now, whether good or bad, is going to affect all of us. Like now we are purchasing things, we are purchasing commodities at high price. It is not Silesians that are going to purchase commodity at high price while Unity Party partisans purchase it at a lower price. No. Every one Liberian is going to purchase anything that increases in this country. Every one Liberian is going to purchase it at the rate that everyone will purchase it for. Now, there's this issue about rates and things, or even the prices of commodities is not going to pick and choose. It's not going to pick and choose. If transportation fare increase, we all will have to face that challenge. If the price of gasoline increase, we all will have to face that challenge. If the way scratch car price is increasing, we all are facing that challenge. So it was not about what some of us wanted as individual, but it was about the greater good of our country. Dealing with the devil, than the angel you've not seen. You saw somebody who just wore white gun, they used palo or maybe the white truck and appeared to you speaking in tongue, and you accepted them because you felt they were the angel. And now you selected them, or you choose to worship them and serve them. But at the point at which you are, your soul has gone deep to the devil, and there is no way that you can turn back to say you're going back to Christ. No, it's not possible. Because we said the time you were voting for people, the decision you were taking was going to affect our country for 6 unbroken years. We said the decision was not about 6 hours, 6 minutes, 6 seconds, or 6 weeks or a month, but 6 years. And I always say a person who was at the age of 24 is going to be 30 after this government first term, this government or the term for which they were elected is going to, that person will be 30 years, and the person that was at 30 is going to be 36. So if you are 36, just know that you're going to be 42 at the end of this Black Eyes administration. So the decision you were taking was not about just today, but it was about tomorrow. And decision, because anything that this government do, whether negatively or positively, is going to affect our country. And I always tell people, I say, that's why some of us can feel hurt. We feel bad. We feel terrible when we see some things happening, right? Look at what is happening now at the NASCAR. So The NASCOP Deputy Director General is being witch hunted because when group of individuals who feel that Liberia is their father property, Liberia belongs to them. When they felt that was the case, they just decided to drive their way through and went to NASCOP, thinking that is the way to get a person who was appointed at a tenure position to get them out of job. So you just leave your home, ride a comfort car, you just go to a ministry or maybe an agency of government, and because you feel you got power. And I blame Liberians. And all of these things just boil down to our decision. When we tell us people that you can elect, when you're making decision like representative and senators electing people at those positions, it is very important to our country. It is very important. The legislature have the power to impeach the president. The legislature have the power to declare vote of no confidence in a minister or maybe a person who they see not fit to lead this country. That is the power of the legislature. So if you are electing people at the legislature, you should make decision not based on the little token that people will offer you, but based on the qualification, the ability of the person to lead, the things that the person is bringing on board or is going to bring on board. These are qualities and things you should look at before you make decisions that will affect your life. Now people are witch hunting people, and the deputy at NASCOP is seriously in hot water. I'm saying this is seriously in hot water because there is tension from the executive and tension from other people who are pushing the presidency to ensure that she's removed. Why? Only because she stood for the right thing. Only because she believed in what was right. Okay, so one individual just leave from their home one morning, or maybe because you feel you are a reporter here, or maybe you're staff here, you just wake up and say, "Hey, guy, you have been replaced," and the decision is not even coming from the management team, but you as a mere individual, because you are one of the staff, you had the privilege to get the appointment job here, so you just walk to Haggai. You say, "Haggai, you are dismissed. Haggai, you are being replaced with this person," with no reason why Haggai is being replaced, with no reason or no prior notice. So you just walk to him and say, "You are being dismissed," even though Haggai Services was contracted by the management of Freedom FM to serve this institution for maybe 5-6 years, and you see, you just feel like this is the way you should run a decision. You walk to Haggai, you want to dismiss Haggai just that other way, and then you think nobody should stand in your way, even when you're doing the wrong thing. You see, the kind of when we sit and run decision, some of you went to the ballot boxes and elect bunch of irresponsible and reckless people who you gave this country to lead this country, and today this is where we are. Because no responsible person will want to take decision or will ever take decision in the form and manner that those individuals who went to NASCOP to remove the Director General. The way they took decision, that is not even how the decision should be taken. If a decision like that, if the president want to remove somebody, the president should first make a nomination. Except for those people that he appointed in his office, that he press secretary and other crap. But anybody that you want to remove from from a position of trust in this country, you should first make nomination. And when you make the nomination, you will send the communication to the Liberian Senate, the representative, quote unquote, the so-called representatives of the people. You send the communication to them. They will read your communication in plenary, and the decision will be, maybe somebody will say, "We take that. Let's forward the president communication to the committee." If you are appointing the president at maybe like NASCOP, they will send that communication to the Committee on State-Owned Enterprises, and they will conduct hearing for the person that you're nominating to that position. So the president nominated Haggai, for example. Haggai communication of nomination was sent to the Liberian Senate. The Senate will call Haggai to ask Haggai why he thinks he's best suited for the position. What are some of those things that he's bringing on board to transform that institution? And if the Senate make a decision, unanimous decision on whether or not they should confirm Haggai, if Haggai is confirmed, for example, then you will come to a point now of induction. Whether or not the president will be the one to go and induct, or the president want to designate people who will carry out the induction ceremony. That is where you can see people taking over from. You will see the outgoing, and the incoming or individual, whether that minister or deputy minister, you will find them there. The outgoing and the incoming will be there, and the outgoing will turn over now to the incoming. That is how decision of appointments are made in a position like NASCOP. But few bunch of people, because they feel they got authority close to the presidency, so they leave from their home or their offices and just walk to somebody and say, yeah, the president said we should remove you. The president said you should be replaced with this person. That kind of irresponsible and reckless attitude. And these people will still get a guts to come back to you. And some of you Liberians, out of ignorance, you're still sit and put your necks on chopping board for them. Because of the form and manner in which you can allow yourself to be used by those individuals. Some of them are not even better than you because it is your vote that got them to where they are. But some of you, you sell your integrity, you sell your children's future, even your own future, you sell it for your stomach, you sell it for Lapo, you sell it for 500 liberty or maybe $20 US. You're selling the money filling your hand and the people here, the air treating you, you get nothing to say, you get nothing to do. You will sit there, cry. You will take for many days. You will call from the abandoned community. You will call from the rejected. All kind of. So these are things that you will have to go through because of the way you take decision. When you people are given the opportunity during election to make decision on who should serve your country, like Paul Bumba said, you don't go for people who are qualified and competent, people who you trust and believe when they are elected, they will serve in your interest. You don't do it. But you go after people. That is why some of you will get trucked from one place to another. You get trucked from one end to another because of money. You're selling your country, you're selling your integrity, you're selling your future to people because of little or nothing. And when you go and make those wrong decisions, and when the people are elected into power, then they start to treat you. Then you sit down, you're complaining, people, yeah, what I expect that we should do? So the same witch hunt that is going on now, where people pressurizing the president to remove the deputy director general at NASCOP, the same thing is also going on at the Ministry of Transport. And the guys from the Transport Ministry, for me, I told them this morning, I will not say, not because I thought to be a journalist, right? To uncover ills in society, to speak out on issues. So I should just speak out on people nonsense decision. When they make decisions and the decisions start to affect, you had the power to make decisions. Some of you were people who we saw campaigning your war, the green, your war, the blue, your pass, right? You insulted each other in this country because of people who are today in power, enjoying their country, who they are enjoying the country money without even looking down to you. So people from the Ministry of Transport and other agencies and ministries of government, they made decisions during the 2023 campaign because they said we are harmonizing their salary, so they were harmonizing his votes. And today the decision is affecting them. You got one minister there today who is going after people, witch hunting people, trying to remove people. So you see how witch hunting is all over the place? This is the same thing that they have started. This is what it is. And this is something that we'll go through for the next couple of years. It is clear. People will get haunted in this country because of the stand they take. Some critical voices will be attacked. Some critical voices will be fought in this country because of their stand to speak out on ills in society. Yes. So it has started, the people now they've come to power, they're starting now with people who are under their direct supervision, their direct control, like people who are who are within the input of government. So these are the people now they're going after. When they finish with them, you might not be surprised if they even start to go after media practitioners in this country, if they start to go after journalists' lives. Because when you speak out, then you will become the center of attention. They will start to witch hunt you. So the lady at NASCOP, the deputy director, Councilor Kalinda, she just took a patriotic decision. A very patriotic decision. And what was the patriotic decision? To say, hey, Mr. Senator, Mr. Chairman, this is not the right way to remove somebody who was nominated and confirmed by the Senate, nominated by the president, confirmed by the Senate. This is not the right way to remove such a person. And today, those guys who felt disgraced because of their irresponsible attitude, those guys who felt drunk with power, today they are pushing to ensure that this lady is removed just because of that. Oh, Mr. Senator, Mr. Chairman, if you think if the president wants to remove this person, I think it is just best that the person or the president make nomination and publish it on the executive mansion website and go through all of the necessary formalities. This was just the patriotic call. Some of you just supposed to sit down and understand. When I'm talking about Liberia, I can get frustrated on a frank note. Because just by little action or decision, the way people move, the first step that a person will take, you get to understand where they are headed to. You get to understand where they are headed. Because what did she do to deserve such a witch hunt should be the question. She is also, I'm understanding that she's also serving a tenure position. Yes, she is. But whether or not, even though there are other tenure positions where people were appointed to, and today that case is in court, the court has placed a rate of prohibition on there, as far as a rate of prohibition, though there are cases of such, but no, the Unity Party government under Ambassador Bwaka saying, no, we don't even get here for the court. So this is the level of lawlessness and disregard for the rule of law that have started to be portrayed under this government. These were the very people who sat and said crap, who sat and said things today that they are not even able to live by inch. Today is the 18th. We're counting 4 days from now. We'll be talking about 2 months since Ambassador Bwaka got inaugurated as president of this country. What has he done tangible for this country except the security boot us out there? What has he done? Look at that boot today that the people say worth, I don't tell you, some more thousand. Look at that boot they compare with the winner, Beto, my orange and Lusa boot that they got all around here. Look at here, compare it. What's the difference between them? And even the I know betting company, they got Beto Mac. Beto Mac got similar boot that got a solar panel, and at night you see they play, their area is shining. But go to that place, that area they say worth 30 some more thousand. That the camera, that CCTV camera over there, that they want to make it today worth 30 some more thousand, and we said yeah, that these are things that why you can be treating yourself in such a form of minor. For some of us, God has given us the wisdom to understand for ourselves and know what is right and what is wrong. So we know how to make decisions. That's why we don't buy into people thinking. I can always say for a fight, I don't have a friend in government. Sincerely, I don't. Not that I don't have people who will. There are people who will even want me to be their friend. Yeah, they take phone, they call. But when they call me, I don't have time to say that number. They call me when I say again, who's this? They be that my man. Why you want to say my number? Not really that. I don't want to save your number, but because the fact is, I got no reason to call you. Take for example, a government official will get accused by a person or maybe an institution, you will take phone and call that official of government, and because he feel like every Liberian who pick up phone every morning to call them is calling to beg, that person will ignore your call and thinking that you calling him or her to beg. That is the kind of challenge that we media practitioners, journalists, especially those involved in news, these are the kind of things that the kind of challenges that we are faced with. You go out a press conference, the group that having the press conference accuse maybe Haggai, and the reporter that covered that press conference now come and take phone, come back on base, take phone and call Haggai to say, oh Haggai, we heard this about you. This group is alleging this against you, and we want to hear from you. What's your take? So only because that person want to do due diligence, only because that person want to do due diligence, that people will feel like the person is calling to beg. That's why I don't waste my time. I just send you short text message. You like it, you respond. You like it, you don't respond. I'm not one beggar. I don't beg people going around begging. I don't believe in that. That's why I'm always satisfied with what God gave me, and that's why I don't intend to live above my standard. Because I don't want to reach to a point where tomorrow I will turn to a beggar to somebody. I don't do it. I told you before, I said, even my boss here, open same side, he had a problem with me before. Why? He don't see me. I work in the department, he can hear me, but he don't normally see me to even go to speak to him. Not really, I don't want to go and speak to him, but I don't want to make him embarrassed. Maybe when you feel like, at that point now you see the people, when the person see you now, they feel, once they are broke, they see you now, they start feeling somehow, oh yeah, they start thinking that you come in and they don't get money, they will start getting embarrassed. No, because that is how people in our country have made those individuals to believe that anybody that take phone to court and they call them to beg. These are the kind of people that we elect into power. They don't even have the heart to serve people. They don't even have because anybody who want to serve people, if you are at the point where you think you are serving people, when you providing service for people, that person or welfare becomes your concern. Their day-to-day activities become your concern, and that's one reason that when the person take phone, they call you, you will have to, even if you miss their call because you're busy, you will have to return. You will return their call because you are serving that person, and you want to know what's going on. And a good shepherd that is taking care of sheep, or that wants to take care of sheep, once you hear the sheep making noise, you'll be curious to know, you will be concerned, it will be your responsibility to rush there and know what's going on. Even if you're raising pets, you're raising things, like if a door, you're raising door, maybe the door is far from the house, or maybe somewhere that you lock it up and you hear it crying, you will go there to know what's going on. Whatever we can elect in government, call somebody, take phone and call some of them. You get feel calling to beg them. For them, they even pick up and say, who's this? Oh, and understand why you're calling them. They're not concerned. The only time they can do it is campaign time. Campaign time, even you put your number on private, you call them, they will pick up. But now they don't even pick up your call when the number is appearing. They were more about putting your number on private. So people have become, like, the country now is becoming to be a place where qualification no longer matters, integrity no longer matters, and competency is no longer our priority in this country. We Liberians, we've not even set a standard on how we should elect people. So because we just go about randomly electing people, when they get at position, they don't even know their function. The thing is, some of them can even get elected before they start thinking on, they start getting to understand what should be their role and responsibility. They will come up and tell you, say, oh, I want to become lawmaker, I want to become representative because I want to do all that thing that they can be saying, that lip service is saying it in their mouth. But in terms of their TOR, what should be their terms of reference? What should be their responsibility if you elect them? They don't know it. Now people only believe that once you get cash, you know how to come and dish out money in Liberia, you can win election. That's the notion. So you don't even have to be competent. You don't even have to have the educational qualification. But once you get cash to come and dish out cash, once during campaign you can buy laptop. You can pay taxi or truck drivers to truck people from one point to another, and you're able to give each of them at least 1,000, or maybe $10 US. Those people will make decision in your favor. I had a friend doing the just ended election, and at times when he used to call me up, he was in the States. He was contesting, or he contested in the election. He used to always pick up phone to call me when he want to make decision. And sometimes some of the recommendations, some of the things that I would tell him, he would get disappointed and discouraged, thinking, why I am not going his way. He felt at that point, I never knew anything about why his ambition and things were like. He got involved into development projects all around the country. And when I used to call him and then say, Amos, those things that you're doing, it would not... the people, this is not what the people want. The first thing is start to give out loan, let it get the money from you. Once you can get the money directly, you buy laptop for them, and they believe this is the way that decision should be run. He never understood that. But after the election, when the result of the election was coming out, and some of those places that he undertook high projects with high cash attached, some of those places were places that he could not even obtain 10 votes, and people who obtained the highest votes were people who bought laptop, who divided a cup of rice, who divided t-shirts and gave them $10, or maybe buy them soap and buy liquor. And the kind of people that started getting vote above him. It was when he came back to me, he said, Haggai, if I was going to really listen to your advice, I was going to be successful in the election, because all of the development projects and programs that I undertook, because I felt this place is underdeveloped, and as a person who wants to lead the people, I should come to a point to ensure that I undertake development, not just because I want to lead, but at least even if I win the election, those things that I'm doing, they will benefit from it. Thinking that I was the best way to encourage the people. And quite sincerely, sitting with him, listening to what his plans and programs were behind the scenes. Let me tell you how I can be my friend. People who can come out in public and make statements and all kind of things. I don't buy in those statements. Any friend I see publicly when we sit there among 2-3 persons, you say all kind of plenty, and I don't think about you. But people who will take decision, or when you are sit behind the scene, in our profession, we call it behind the scene. When we sit behind the scene, the things you can tell me, the way we can lecture, we told you, we said some of those people you were voting for, they were people who, when they appear on camera or they appear on radio, they will make all the fun plans, they will do everything. But when they go behind the scene, after everything, when we sit down, they will tell you, my man, like, bro, man, what are gonna do? Can say I wasting my money? I do it. These are things that they will tell you behind the scene. These are things that they will tell you behind the scene. So what's the standard that we set? It's under Ambassador Boakai's presidency that we see legislators leaving from the legislature, party chairman leaving from a position as party chairman, and being like, I don't know, what should I say, a messenger now who can go and deliver message. I don't know whether the message are like confirmed message from the person who sent it. So somebody just leave from their home or their office, they go and say, oh yeah, the presidency will do this, the presidency will do that, and you think that is the way that decision should be run in this country. So we are calling on the president. Mr. President, I always told you when I sit here, I can tell you, I say, it's only arrogance that will make it. You will face difficulties in succeeding as president of this country. It's only arrogance. And even the very people around you, it is only arrogance in them that will make them not to succeed. I will continue to say this because you know why? You have the best kind of opposition, and you have the best kind of people like us who will sit and tell you the raw things the real way without fear. Those people who are bare balls, or you who believe that without your pocket they can survive, they will not tell you anything good that you will use to transform this country. Your legacy that have lived on, what people used to vote you this going election, when people said the man have served in various positions in government, he's been in government for 40 some more years, he got experience, he got this, he got a qualification, he got that. When people say all of those things that they said is reaching to a point where it will lose in an hour if care is not taken. First, people have started to get discouraged and disappointed on how your starting has become. The way you started, the leadership, the way you started, the way you proceeding. People are becoming to get disappointed. And some of us who believe in patriotism, we are here to tell you the real things the real way. And if you listen, you will succeed. But if you think you want to brand us in that arrogant way, then that is, of course, no problem. But you should understand that tomorrow we'll reach, I always tell you, I say posterity is going to judge us. Tomorrow we'll reach to a point where we will sit. Maybe you'll be scratching your head. You say, oh, once upon a time, I listened to one jungle or other thing. I don't drink liquor, but maybe you want, any way you want to turn me, whatever, any drug, any way you want to turn me. But you will say, I listened to that person, they were saying this, but I did not listen, and this is where I am today. So the time is now for you to stop listening to people who are taking decisions based on their own selfish interest, or people who are pushing you to take decisions based on their own selfish interest. The time is now, Mr. President. It is very early. It's still soon. You go nowhere yet. You got 5 years, 10 months to be president for Liberia. 5 years, 10 months. So you don't go nowhere yet. So the better it is for you now to start making the right decision. People who telling you today to go at NASCAR and go and dismiss deputy director general there, Councillor Camelia Sifos Yakia. People who tell you to go today and go dismiss her only because she said, this was not the right way to remove a person that was nominated by the president and confirmed by the Senate, indicted into office again by the president. This is not a real way to remove that person. Only because of that statement today, people pushing you to remove her. Mr. President, you have to be careful. You have to be careful. You are creating, people are pushing you to create more enemies for your government than friends in this government. People are pushing you to create more enemies than friends. The decisions they are pushing for, the decisions they are taking, or I don't know whether you can confirm some of those decisions, things that they are doing will make Liberians to go into or to reach to a point where they will want to take state action that will ruin or that could ruin your government's or image. This is when you should be careful at this point. I always tell you, I say, people, things that we can sit here and say the way we can say them, people who are directly with you, who are pretending to you, pretending to be your friend, pretending to be in your interest, people who can sit and say these things, they are not in your interest. Because those people will not stand before you to tell you the truth. Even if you're doing wrong, they will not tell you, because they feel when they tell you, you will feel discouraged and maybe you will want to take action against them. If you decide to listen to everything they can hurry around you today, you will not make any good decision in the interest of this country. You will not make any good decision. Was it just about serving as president of Liberia, or was your dream about transforming Liberia? After the election, you spoke about a unified Liberia, but since you took over, Mr. President, we've not heard anything. We've not even seen a picture of anything like like unity amongst Liberians, because even the decision that you are taking day by day is pushing people against people, is pushing citizens against each other. And it is terrible for our country. Some of us, we can make ourselves available to be in communities with residents. We can pick up every call that come on our phone. We can respond to every messenger message, WhatsApp messages, or even direct messages. We can respond to everything. But some of those people around you, they don't do it. So because of that, they don't understand what the layman down the line is feeling, what the layman down the line is thinking, what the layman down the line is planning. Before some people take decisions, they can take phone and call us. This is what I want to do. This is what we want to do. As we speak, there are people even in Grand Bassa County that are planning to protest against Asila Meta in Grand Bassa County. Somebody called me late last night to tell me that, asking for my opinion. And there are people every day that can take phone to call, not just me, but others that they believe in, because those people make themselves available to them more than officials of government these days. So the people are not able to reach to them. And whenever people are not able to reach to you as a leader, when people are not able to reach to you, then you let them to live in a state of dilemma. And then at that point, anything that they see, they accept it. So anyone who will come to them and say, let's do this, they will accept it because they no longer trust you, because they can't hear from you, they can't see you. So there is no line of trust. So anybody that comes, the next thing is the people looking for refuge, they're looking for where they can go. So anybody that will come, whatever offer it will be, they will go to them. Then it will become terrible for you. Mr. President, you have to listen. You have to listen, and not just to people around you who are pushing you to take the wrong decisions, but people whom you describe as maybe your opposition, or people you describe as people as not in your interest. These are people that you should listen to the most. These are people that you should listen to the most, because some of the things that they say could help you tomorrow. Some of the recommendations they will put forth to you could help you tomorrow. Because if you have people who are not available to the citizens since the election, some of them who used to call those commoners every day, some of them who used to sit with those people and eat with them, some of them who used to sit and go, maybe have a meeting with them in the community, in the various towns and villages, they are not doing that today. The people are hardly reaching out to them. Some of them, the very phone call they used to pick up every day, the very phone, even you, Mr. President, say, I know what the thing we thought that the thing we can say what will make sense to you. Because even you, Senator Johnson, is complaining that since the election, you change your number, you can pick a call, you can respond to him. You can call him. And he said he was one person that you used to call constantly every day. You used to meet him, but today you can't meet him again. So if you're doing it, I know then why the people that are around you say will do so that the same thing. They see water that coming from up that is flowing down. They see ungratefulness that is flowing down. And the ungratefulness now rolling down to even Senator Johnson, he complaining. So the decision that the people pushing you to take against the Deputy Director General at NASCOP, Mr. President, this is not going to be the best decision ever in our country's history. And this will have a negative effect on your name and all of those things that you fought for, the integrity, all of what people said about you. It is going to ruin that. That is why, Mr. President, you should be careful. You should be very careful on how you do things. Don't listen to them. Even today, people pushing you in Nima. Let's say, or when you appointed somebody who should serve as deputy for administration at the level of the Ministry of Health. Today, we don't know the deputy for administration at the Ministry of Health because there are people who are playing politics with this. Some are saying, some are coming up to support a particular person, and some are saying, only because of the inability of the president to take decisions straightforward. Why would take the president to just come out today and say maybe Martha Morris is the minister, or you are nominating Martha Morris as the minister, deputy for administration at the Ministry of Health? Why would take the president to do that? Or why would take the president to say, oh, the nomination at appear on Executive Mansion website that nominated or Roger Doma as the deputy for administration, it is the right decision. Let him go for confirmation. Why it will take you up to now? The Senate have not received communication of the deputy of administration to the Ministry of Health. Only because of the inability, the president is not able to make decisions. Even when there is a need, Mr. President, the health ministry is not one place that you will play with. Go ahead. Anybody you want to appoint, once you think the president can serve your interest, go ahead. Like people saying, the president stood up for you, they campaign against you. So even if they are not qualified, you should appoint them or you should nominate them. Mr. President, go ahead and do it. But you should at least try now to set up the government so that we can know where our country is heading to. We should be understanding where our country is heading to, but we don't know. Because all the ministry, they're not even set up. And everybody that's supposed to work at a ministry got their role and responsibility. And in the absence of that person performing their role and responsibility, there will always be challenge and there will be hindrances to work that should be done by that ministry. That is why setting up the government was to be the first and foremost priority of the president. But up to now, the president still appointing people as board member position and thinking on the position where people are supposed to be actively working to ensure that the programs and plans of the government is functional. Those positions are not of interest today. So that deputy, that board member, board chair, board this, board that are the kind of people who are the kind of nomination the president is making. That the kind of nomination the president is making. One way the government be form to ensure that they start working, they start full work. You promise the people 100 days. Mr. President, your 100 days deliverable. I don't know where we are with it, but we're going close to 60 days. We're going close to 60 days of the 100 days deliverable. And we are yet beside the security boot, and I don't know what and see what the security boot and water and see what pump that you dedicated. We've not seen anything. We've not seen anything about the 100 days deliverable that you spoke about. And all your attention has been driven down towards witch hunting people only because they did not support you. Witch hunting people only because they stand for the right thing. I know what are the mandate you can give your people, your people you're appointing in government, because when they said when they leave the goal, that the same thing they can go do, the same way you witch hunting, you pushing people out of job, even though those people you taking out, they got laws backing their stay. You still say they are not important only because they did not support you. So you see where we are. So we will be watching NASCOP between now to until the time you are ready, whether you will decide to take the decision that the people pushing you to take to remove the deputy at NASCOP. We'll continue to follow you. We'll follow this. We'll continue to say out to the public so that they know what people planning. Some of you who supported, who are under the ring, the people not judging you. That time used to be wearing campaign shirt, campaign in your blood. The campaign, the pattern on your face, the pattern is no longer, even if you wear the shirt, say, but let me get time for you again. So some of you you expect that your name might just be one of those names that will be attacked, that will be hit with witch hunt. It's starting off first. They say the photo of the dry leaves is the warning to the young ones. So now people who are qualified because of they were appointed by George Weah, they should not be serving in government. So they're fighting now to remove them. The next group of people will be you who are working on a Weah government, and you think green share or white share right to pie around. They're coming for you. So between now, we'll be looking at NASCOP. We'll be closely watching NASCOP, and we'll be watching the Ministry of Transport. For the Ministry of Transport, when I say I'm going to be here, I'm establishing every investigative information about what is happening at the Ministry of Transport. Everything. And trust me, Wednesday when I'm here, it will be terribly terrible on I know how you call our new minister you put over there. Because this is our country, we should ensure that our country is put on the right path. Now where people will yet think that because you were given a piece of job to do, they mean you own Liberia. Everybody here got a piece of land. Now you won't get Liberia as the land. Everybody here got a piece of land in this country. Even if they get it directly, their parents or great-grandparents had land here. That land still existing. That the land that people get, now your part get Liberia, now your part, all your family get Liberia. For you to think like you should be the master of everything in this country. That is not the case. So some of you should start rethinking your decision and know that this country, whether people from the manor, the Gio, the Bassa, the Crown, the Crew, or the Dezo, whether they are Muslim or Christian, they're Christian or Dezo, whether they supported the Unity Party, the CDC, the ANC, the MPP, the Dezo, that, whether they are from any other political party, you should know that this country belongs to them. Once they are qualified and competent, they should serve. Like, why are not left for people to tell you the truth? Why are you lucky? Why politicians can feel so threatened when people tell the truth? Something that would have ruined the image of the government. A person patriotically stood and said, no, this should not be the case. And today you're fighting that person, you say they must remove her. You're fighting her. You're fighting with Washington. And the people who put you there, they will get to understand what you stand for. Because of some of the decisions you're taking against people today, they will get to understand what you stand for. Let's take this break. A breaking Crown Stop Us Liberia. We'll come back. We'll get to our next round of conversation. We'll talk about Senator Prince Johnson. Let's play Crown Stop Us. We'll come back. I will play a clip. Then you'll listen to him. So you can understand what the Papa say and what's the latest about what's happening in the government that he supported.
About music, there are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you must report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stoppers Liberia is proud to be associated with Freedom Hub right here on Freedom 87.9. Yeah, long time I stopped seeing my boss man. Yeah, I stopped seeing the chief executive officer of Crime Stoppers Liberia since the paper started a fast bar. I don't know if you see my paper. Okay, so yes, yeah, this country is interesting. This country is interesting, and this is our country. So late last night, my WhatsApp was hit with a conversation leaked recording between Senator Johnson and I don't know who was that person. And I want us to pay keen attention. Let's listen to this conversation. This conversation between oh my God, I'm trying to do something here. This audio is very low, and I want to amplify it. I don't know what's going on here. I want to amplify this audio. Yeah, so I want to try to amplify it so that at least you get to understand. You can hear everything that was being said between the senator and the individual who did this. I'm not going to tell you who sent me the name or who sent me this audio, but all I can tell you is yes, it was sent to me by one of my media colleagues from Nimba County. And so this is it. This is where we are. And I'm trying. So yeah, I'm trying my best. But while I'm trying here, you can play the freedom cash giveaway, and you stand a chance to win something here on Freedom 87.9 right here on this radio. So yes. Sorry, you have to please give me a bit of chance. Let me just try to. I just want to amplify this. I want to amplify this thing so that yes, so that at least we can get no, I want to amplify this. Wow. No, it seems as if I can't make it. So what I would do, let me play it this way so that you listen to it. I hope you can just pay attention and you will listen to it. Yeah, listen to the leaked recording between Senator Johnson and somebody there from Nimba. And if I can understand that it's in Gio, I will try. Though I'm not going to Gio, but I will try to at least make you understand it. Yeah, there you go.
CPP and ANC.
Exactly.
And if they are only around the woman and destroy him. They are around this man as he hold him spiritually and physically. Worker will do nothing tangible.
He's saying that Baga will do nothing to change this country, and people are only around the president to destroy him.
Who is the potential leader they see? So they're blocking him. They took all the ministries, all the public corporations, and they gave MDR one ministry labor. Going inside to putting people all over the place, even without asking me, say, Papi, give me 4% to head. No, you're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You are filling all the positions.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said now, then they want call my pen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
America to be superintendent, other than what the caucus agree on. We agree on Sunday. She's a lawyer. She had an NGO there. She was helping a lot of people there. Because, are you there?
Yeah, getting you.
Because Kou, Mampe Kono, we are told that fraud to my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And Kou, that fraud to my boy in business.
Mm-hmm.
Who brought Kou up? So they want the guy to go to this country, so all the contracts in the country can be given to fraud. With all the $1 billion he get, In that time, we're making money. Every small business is that. And you mean ahead. All right. Anytime you go to product, anything, you want you to bring your house as a collateral. So, however, they also want you to I wanted to support him, but with the unfortunate event where we're going to debate the work rank on the floor of the Senate, I want people elect mine to join us in debating it because there are laws that prevent any such code from being established here.
But do you think that Senator, do you think that Yan will debate the issue when it comes to the war crime code to debate against it?
Yeah, we're not debating with a UP man.
Yeah, what I'm saying. So supporting a non-tangible.
I've always made the premises to you that because of I don't want to support you. I'm supporting Mark Bloom, the county inspector.
Yeah, that is the best way because now we connect with the UP hierarchies.
It will connect. But Mark Bloom is our son. He believes in us, and he will not do anything messy. So he will join the MDR on my Monday, and we will register him, and we'll support him, and he will win. Samuel Cook has been represented 3 times. He had never respected me. That's why I brought him to the politics. So he comes to the Senate, it will be a battle there in the Senate.
If Saint Koga should remain respectful to you, you can push him. Yeah, but he's very disrespectful. He can take airway with you every time. I used to listen to him.
Yeah, that's why we're not supporting you that way. The one y'all trying to come with the superintendent in place so that workers can deal with that and make it irrelevant.
So the part is low. He's saying that they want Yan Twine to come as the senator of Nimba to replace Senator Jeremiah Kuhn, former Senator Jeremiah Kuhn, and now Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn. And then they will use the superintendent that he called. I think he called the superintendent that he said is a girlfriend to Fleur. He said they will use the superintendent and of course Yan Twine now to fight him and make him irrelevant in Nimba County. So now this is the politics in Nimba. Let's listen. I just 7 minutes, so that we will soon finish.
Take airway with you every time. I used to listen to him.
Yeah, that's why we're not supporting you that way. The one y'all trying to come with the superintendent in place so that workers can deal with that and make it irrelevant in Nimba.
To seduce you politically.
To seduce me, yeah. So seduce me, so they will not come. Believe me.
Don't make that decision. It okay. So you the glass low.
He went nowhere. That time went nowhere. Look, the Nimba people, son, they are angry with Boyka. After his own country laying down, one country laying down, Bata laying down. Those are the 3 countries get all the position to there, all the top position. So Nimba not happy. And then when they walk around, Nimba very, very angry.
Be with the Dwaga, even may quickly on as Ragisar over Yagonga, Yakago, Yawami.
Bata laying down. Those are the 3 countries get all the position to there, all the top position. So Nimba not happy. And then when they walk around, Nimba very, very angry. So,
but be with the Dwaga, even may quickly on as Ragisar over Yagonga, Yakago, Yawami.
So the guy is saying people from America are even angry because Senator Johnson, who pulled up himself for the Ambassador Bwaka, is not being treated fairly. So you stand for him, he doing you like that. So even the people in America are not happy with that. So the people in America that gave money, he said the senator is saying, Gio, people supporters of the now president in the United States that collected their money. And I think you heard about people collecting money to give the pool washers doing. I don't know what about the second round of voting, but people collected money to give it to pool washers. So the senator is saying something about those people. So let's listen to it, right?
But be who is it? Dwaga even me quickly on na dragi sare obo ya gonga ya kago ya wa mi eh.
For the poor watchers. No, say wow,
So since they came down, he had not given a job. Those people who collected their money, since they came down, he had not given a job. That's what the senator saying. I told you, I say, I will try and give you for you. Okay, so because of time, I want to leave it here. And we will continue to talk about this, but because of time, I will want to leave this here today. And when we said that people were making wrong decisions in the just ended election, and people felt like, oh yes, we were saying it because of political interest or because of our own personal interest. This is amongst the things that we were talking about. So the senator now is faced with some serious challenge where, according to him, he's being sidelined now. And even Senator Kun, that's a Vice President Kun, who because of the influence of Senator Johnson that led him to becoming the vice tenor bearer, but then on the Unity Party ticket. It was because of the influence of Senator Johnson that Ambassador Boakai had to put aside Yomli Kanga Lawrence and others who were being looked at to serve as the vice tenor bearer, but then on the Unity Party ticket. But today, Senator Johnson is complaining that he has been sidelined, and even Senator Kun, that's a Vice President Kun, don't even give him the fix. Vice President Kun don't even call him again when he's making decisions. People that are being appointed in government, the senator have said, he repeated this, he said it the last time. The senator have said, all the appointments that have been made or that have been made in government, only one have been given to the MDR. So we said this the last time. We said Senator Johnson's quest, that thing where he was telling you, say, people from Nima, so it was not about the people from Nima. It was not about Nimbayans in general, but it was about people who the senator can pull by their nose and ensure that they get things done. So you see now, the senator is again trying to pay back Mark Blewan, who served as county inspector under the Weas administration. The CDC gave him their trust, the reports, their trust and confidence in him to serve as the campaign chair of the party in the just ended election in Nimba, and he played double standard game. That was the conversation that transpired between Mark Blewan, the former county inspector, and of course the people, including Senator Johnson and even Senator Kun of the Unity Party today. Mark betrayed the CDC, and I told some of my colleagues this the last time, and this fresh picture of Mark Blewan in a conversation with the now Vice President of the Republic, but then Senator Kun and Mark had meetings where Mark carried people and other things. They sat with the former senator, and he played on not supporting. Like all that thing you saw people like Mark Blewan doing Nima during the election was just mere shuri. But even Mark himself did not vote for the CDC because the conversation was to support the Unity Party candidate, and when the Unity Party candidate win, eventually Senator Kun will become the vice president, which he is now. And now what will happen is the senator should support him, Mark Blewan, for the senatorial position, support him to replace him as the senator of the county. So that was the conversation between him, the Mark Blewan, the Senator Johnson, and now Vice President Kun. Prior to that, it was a conversation between them. And that is why you saw the CDC desperately performing in the form and manner that they performed. If it was not for the help of Anthony Garrison Yelu and others who stood, who fought and campaign from place to place. And if the CDC were going to rely on Mark Brewer, Mark was playing a double standard game, and that is the game he's about to benefit from. And now why you hear Senator Johnson telling you he is going to support Mark. Mark is expected, I don't know what has happened, but Mark is expected to on today join the MDR, and the MDR is going to support Mark Brewer as their candidate in Nima, because that was the arrangement that they had. And Senator Johnson, at this point now, maybe because he learning sense from what he did to Weir in a way it happening for him, he learning sense from there. So today he has studied wise now to support, to live up to his commitment that he made to Mark Brewer during the course of the campaign. And I think Abu Sharif can record this. When somebody sent me that fresh picture of Mark Brewer having conversation with the former Senator Jeremiah Kun, when I sent the picture to Abu said, and we asked the man say that old picture. And I listed marks, I listed things on that picture that people should look out and know that the picture was a recent picture. I had credible information even before today, or before the disclosure from Senator Johnson. If Abu can call on this radio today, he will tell you that I told him this. The conference, right after the meeting I was held by between Mark Brewer and former Senator Kun and now Vice President Kun, right after the meeting I was held, I received a communication or information from somebody that told me everything of what they discussed, on how they even finances that were to be used for Nima for campaign, for CDC campaign in Nima were being redirected. And people were playing double games. Mark Brewer and others were playing double games to ensure that they cross over to ensure that they prepare an easier slot or spot where they could easily cross over to the MDR or the Unity Party in case of a victory for the Unity Party. And this is where we are. So, Senator Johnson, you're crying, you can cry. For some of us, we can feel for you. I must say this, I can feel for you every day. The reason I'm feeling for you is not because of that thing that you can say you are the godfather of Nima, all kind of this. No, I ain't believe in that. The reason I feel for you is because I know how it is, how hurting it is to trust somebody, to repose your trust and confidence in somebody, and the person let you down, or the person is trying to let you down. Not even trying to say, but the people already started. So I understand how hurting it is in such a case. That is why I said today and feel for you as the father of our country, not political godfather, but the father of our country by virtue of the election on 3 separate occasions in the country. You are the father of all of us there as Nimbayans. But in terms of what's happening to you, is just a payback of what you did to somebody, and that is it. That is the same thing happening to you. The thing you did to somebody before, and you felt you were being a god at that, you was a god at that time, you was being celebrated. This is the same thing that you got to face. This is what happening to you. So even if Senator Vice President Kun, even if Jeremiah Kun today will look at you and say, and play blind eyes to you, even though you brought him to politics, even though all of his election you campaign, and it was because of you that Nimbayans, even from the district level to the senatorial level to the vice presidential level, it was because of you that he got elected today. And if you were John or the president, if you were John Ambassador Bwaka to play you the way he's playing you, then I know anyway it's just a payback of what you did to President Weir. It is just a payback of what you did to President Weir. Now, why when people say the same rope that tie, I know they say the same rope that tie elephant can tie monkey and also tie baboon. And the same thing happening to you there. So the same ungratefulness you exhibited to Weir after he entrusted you, after he did everything for you, after he contributed to the building of your polytechnic, after he contributed when you sell your home, your road leading to your house, when you requested that you needed quota, you needed pave road, the president gave you pave road on that house. He ensured that the people, it was not because he was serving you, but because he had the respect for you. It was because of you that the U.S. government went against George Weah, because he could not commit himself to turning you over to them. But today, it is becoming easy and fast moving forward for your arrest in this country, because once the war and economic crimes code is established, you will go, baby. So, Weah, who did everything for you to ensure that you were protected in this country as a father, you thought to be ungrateful to him as you did in the election, and you said things that you even said prior to you pledging your support to the Unity Party. When you said all of those people that were dying and people were saying things about Weah, they were not true. You came back, you said the same, you rephrased the same thing, and you tried to justify your decision for which you crossed over to the Unity Party. But I always told people, I said, your decision to cross over to the Unity Party was not about your love for Nimba. If I wouldn't for love for Nima Senator, me, you will not get it, because I'm one person who understands you. I'm one person who are, maybe we've not you and I have even, yeah, maybe you don't remember, but we've interacted before on several occasions. And I know you to be somebody who is not in the interest of Nimba, and only people who the political novice in Nimba, people who don't have the knowledge or the ideas of your activities, some of the things you do, some of the things you are involved into, the way you can go about negotiating behind the scene, only because of your personal interest. Only people who don't understand those things will get to know it, will ever think that you're in the interest of Nimba. So that even if I wanted to support Ambassador Bwaka in the 2023 election, it was going to be because of you that I will not support him, or I was not going to support him, because I know the kind of person you are. You only go for things that seek your interest. You only go for things that you believe you will benefit from. That is why today, even the other Nimbayas that are being given or appointed jobs in this country, they are not your interest. I know what kind of way me somebody appointed, they said they made a change, what in the president sent somebody there after to replace Wemi. You spoke about that thing, but today a son of Nimba, Roger Doma, is being fought. People, even your colleague Senator Senator Moi is fighting your son of Nimba, who is qualified, competent, and capable to serve. Senator Moi is fighting that member today. You can't say anything about it, because he is not somebody who is a bare ball to you, who is able to pull by their nose. So today he's not your priority. So you only go after things that you will benefit from, things that you will get kickbacks from, that the kind of thing you can put yourself into. But we'll continue this conversation on Wednesday. Because of time, I just want to stop here and pick a few calls, because yes, we actually out of time here, and I will stop here right now. For people wanting to call us online, you can call us on +231 886 172628, +231 886 172628 on WhatsApp, +23, and that is the alternative line. I'm giving this line because the station WhatsApp phone here, we are experiencing some challenge, so we will not be able to go to pick calls from the station WhatsApp number. So you can use that as an alternative number, though it is my number, but you can use it as an alternative WhatsApp number, +231 886 171, that's 172628, +231 886 172628. That is the WhatsApp number you can call us on for today. Let's pick calls from this side. Hello.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Good evening, and good evening to your followers listening across the country.
Go ahead, my brother.
So I listened to your main talking points, and I have key interest in the one you talk about, Senator Johnson, and that was his support to the Unity Party. And let me say this: in the past, the CDC government elevated Prince Johnson. I have to say he was a demagogue, or the only thing that could exist in this world. Now, Ambassador Bwaka has said he has come on a matter of change. He's not going to second the country to an individual. Let me say this to you. This president has said continuously, his government is going to be a government of inclusion. Now, if somebody will sit in their corners and think that President Bwaka will suggest himself in the government to bring Johnson, you may be in a daydream.
Okay.
And let me say this for the record to end quickly. Let me say this for the record. Senator Johnson just played his part in the election because Senator Kuhn were in these elections. And the people themselves were resolved to vote United Party. It was not because Prince Johnson United Party won Nima. You know the history of elections in Nima County. United Party have always won.
Okay.
So that is the record.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Isaac Wozy tried calling. I hope you can call back. Let me pick this person. Hello. You're live on the radio. Okay, go ahead, Mohammed. Okay. Okay. Thank you. We get much time, so I want to be picking the call. Sure. Hello. You live on the radio. Hello. Oh wow. This person should not be calling me direct on the line. Let me pick Isaac Wozy here. Wow. I know. Wow. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Isaac, what's up? Are you live on the radio? Go ahead.
Good afternoon to the people of Mama Nigeria.
Okay.
This is Isaac Wozy, first because son of KOK. He got in a joint conversation this afternoon from the district number 14. You know, you guys sit quietly in my comfortable zone and then listen to some of your talking point. It got me annoyed this afternoon with that audio that have been played by Senator Johnson. So the saying of the people that say that Senator Johnson always see himself as a godfather of Nima County, that he control the country, he gave the people the direction to who to elect or who to not elect. Sitting in that audio, having a conversation with someone telling that person, any United Party person that will come out to contest in Nima County will not win because he is the godfather, or because if he when he does not put that person in, or that person will not win. You guys think that people for what we put out saying for your first talking point of some of the high challenges we are facing. I think we put ourselves into this, we will have to live with some of these things over the 6 years to come. You guys, thank you for having me.
Thank you so kindly. Let me pick Rosetta Sonkali from this other. And Rosetta, what's up? Go ahead.
I don't know who to tell. I don't know more about.
Okay.
But let me say on the show, you guys have been saying so much for everybody else. It's the honest time for this all the opportunities for our participation. But when they give us the only link all of this when I listen to it, and then I feel because when you say that the thing is there is the person we have. But here I use one member person we are is not someone who can keep us, although it's bad because of us saying you can keep marrying and have to watch it for this case. But sometimes the tradition of project is I could never say, I could don't see the way you see, I could don't see that way. I found that on the trigger crying in the audio on the cool. And cool, not be able to go for you, but that as you say, we are for you, we are happy. My brother is very flat. But then again, and from one trader who is the person, today. And Lawrence was marketing defeated by Senator Johnson. So we all stand for you have Senator Kuhn, have another side that he go on in the that he went to the east to put him from there, and definitely from there. But he will never go for because it's which one.
Okay, let me pick Masisi from this end. Masisi, you live. Okay, let me pick Masisi. Hello.
Hello, Haggai Gondah.
Yeah, Masisi, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing good, but I think you get my voice loud and clear.
Yeah, energetic.
Let me say thank you for the topic this afternoon. So, I just sit here and just laughing, man. You put on here. This is Masisi. I'm calling for Clarence. For me, President Biden, if he gets here for his crying, I don't have ear for Prince Joseph, those are for the president in the country. I will be frustrated. President, we are going with beat them one by one, and they will confess. They will drink their own blood and eat their own flesh. You get me? He cry, yeah? He say he never go for never into the country, they go by. Why you cry in Wakani? And you come to the Nibaran, they will go Waka. President, we will lie to the people of Nibaran. They will not do anything for Nibaran, you will get lies, and you come focus on the people. So come on, they get it there. 1.10 billion in the back country. Yes, what makes you the merchant in that way? The way he wants it. They cannot see the also they will something to the school going up, anything going on, no calling from against money. What I'm talking in the year.
All right, Massey, let me leave.
You get your Lord Jeremiah fool. You get to bring your girlfriend, ma, your girlfriend, pa, your problem on the free day, you go come back. Don't bring person here.
All right. All right,
Massey.
All right, Massey. Let me pick this caller from the international line. Hello.
Hey, hi. This is the man of faith from the U.S. calling, commonly known as Kaifa.
Go ahead, Chief.
My brother, there is something I'm listening to in that audio, and I would not want to agree with it. That word Prince Johnson used, I'm from Lofa County, that Floor Toma is greedy for money. Everywhere money is. If Floor Toma is greedy,
maybe because he been asking the man for money before, and the man saying he can't get business money now, so he will distract the man.
So, if he really think he want to be the godfather of Nima and to be the real Vietnam, let him step down and get a children a chance to take the leadership. But if he said the man greedy, who is he? He's still fighting for power. He's more damn greedy, I'm sorry for his pressure, than any other person in Nima. So let him lead a position, let the children run Nima and see Nima County will not be developed. Because he go build a Pantage area that he said at university. Let him find somewhere to say that I talk about greedy people.
Okay, thank you. Let me pick this other person. Hello. Hello. You live on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, Alaska Pay, and I do join the conversation this evening in India.
Go ahead, Alaska.
Let me just commend you for the revelation this evening by lighting our minds.
Yeah.
Let me say this is Prince Josie. I don't know why Prince Josie is just crying, they wolf cry. They always say the evil man does this after him, right? But Prince Josie betrayed President Weah. He felt that everything was true. Okay. And now he has been betrayed the process, then he is crying. So that's
okay, let me pick David King. David, what's up? Go ahead, you live on the radio.
Yes, thank you so much, my brother. This is David King for the public, an executive member of the National Response.
Okay.
You see, they kind of double standard. They kind of double standard game that Mark Bowen and play with us in Nima. For me, I saw that coming. I saw Mark double standard in second pay when the president was going to ban that day. And I noticed that thing. And I began to raise the point with some of my colleagues. I said, but I saw Mark just now when I came from down the hill there with a pickup. After I branched up, I met in a team's center where there was social partisan or unity party. And you were making one of those guys. And telling them, say, we will deal with any election. We'll deal with you.
Okay.
So after he recognized us. So all of this is betrayal that Prince Johnson and his cohorts carry out against President Weah. President Weah going will see these people.
Okay. All right, David. Let me leave you there because of time, please. Hello. Today's international caller, you live on the radio. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Kelly calling from Vietnam.
Okay.
The girl was saying way back those days in school. They say you need in the water.
That was a song, man. Alligator swallow you.
Hey, my brother, you know the song. It's the way you do bad, you pay back.
He that live by the gun shall die by the gun.
Hey, my brother, you know, you are selling all, but brother, I don't need to talk too much. Prince Johnson will solve for what he has done for the people of Nima country. Every time he have behind the shadow, Nima. So greedy on. So large. Everything Nima. Yeah, go see Nima for the people. I saw for the people Nima. But man, those days during the war, my father told me, I'm not even fighting war. You were the one who was killing the Nima.
Hold on, small. All right, Chief. Thank you so.
Joseph Baga was prosecuting you, go to jail. You saw what he doing with the poor like that.
Okay. Thank you so kind. Let me pick this other person. Hello. Good evening, you live on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening. Let me say this is also come to my opposition hideout in Central Monrovia. There is this saying, he who destroys other to succeed must have destruction awaiting him at the post of his success. And he who kills others to live must have death as a sentinel at the post of his life. Such is the case with Senator Evangelist Johnson. You know, Cameron has his own way of coming back at people. He has been a deceptive person from time to time. If you follow his track records, APFL, he took APFL out of APFL. He used his connection with any Jonah Burger during the first 12 years to invest himself. That's why he became as powerful as he is right now. He used President George Weah to push him nothing, and he thought that President Walker would, Senator Cole, now Vice President, would have adhered to his antics. Cameron has caught it with him. And the Senator Evangelist must bear his own cross. They stop crying and walk around here.
All right, Gus, thank you.
Anybody, other people will deceive him.
Okay, thank you, Gus. Thank you. Let me pick this call. You live on the radio. Who's this? Go ahead.
Hello.
You live on the radio.
This is my Helena. We're calling from St. Paul's.
Go ahead, my Helena.
I don't have nothing much to say, but for me to just sing some kind of short song for Georgia. The same thing you do to me, somebody wait till you go, Baba, go, Baba, go, Baba, go, Baba.
Okay. Okay, thank you so kind. This is my man LMP. Ellie, you live. Go ahead. Oh my God, Ellie, you who the other person calling me? You're trying to call me on a direct number. You're calling me on the station number. Start calling me on a private number. I'm not a station number. Yeah, who yeah?
Yeah, thank you, that winner, brother. How you doing?
My man, you call me on the station line. When I know you can take on the number, you be giving a hard time. Yeah, so let me pick people from the station line before we wrap it up quickly. Yeah, sure. So, hello.
Yeah, hello.
You live on the radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Donald. I say thank you for the show. By the way of introduction, my name is Ben Smith.
Okay, Ben, go ahead.
No, I really want to speak on the issue that have to do some people that are playing the double game during the election. And really, many people that are working CDC, they were not fair to the president at all. Some of them, they were pretending like they like the president, and they were behaving deep down how they never liked the president. Minister of Nima County was in that double game. Even the minister they call Bekubejum, he himself was doing it. But reliable sources, even have United Party to pay money for that party here, the United Party moved to. He helped for that. Even he helped also financial issue. Even the candidate in Riverside, he never supported a CDC candidate. Even personally says he won our seat in Riverside County. He hasn't stepped there yet. Since in the house, just to say he is not in the house, the minute he's he said, all around, he's in the house president, nobody can hear his voice. We know so many of them that are playing double game. But one thing I know and sure is that if you have clear mind for somebody and the person decides to undermine you, they can see it as well. It's happy to bring Johnson today and the rest of them right here.
Okay.
So I want to say thank you very much for having me on your show.
Thank you. Hello. You live on the radio.
Yeah, I'm Thomas here, joining from Ghanaville.
Thomas, go ahead from Gardnersville.
Yeah, no matter how Prince Johnson disaster when it comes to the by-election in my country, he won't get it. He will definitely go to war, he will face injustice. He was forgetting so early when he was beating the late Tomo Piakwa, he was showing this past election, in 1960, he was getting voting in my country. He will definitely facing war.
All right, this final caller, hello.
Yeah, thank you, Hugo.
You live, you like it to be the last caller.
William Jabiburu.
Okay, William, go ahead. Go ahead, William.
Thank you so much. You are telling on Boaka that the character that you bring out of my level to spoil it. But just listen to you and laughing because on Boaka got no character to protect. Here's the man saying going for the some year, and there is nothing to show. Even on the in fact, LPNC director, and he's spoiling. They suspending the corruption. You the fire do fire of corruption. Here's the man when you talk about the party or CPB break down there one more time. So the man had no success story.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he's doing it. All the things that are happening. All right, well, boy.
Thank you. And so, folks, that's how I'd like to call it a day on today's edition of the program right here on the Freedom Hub. It returns on tomorrow. When, of course, Kai, Oliver Kai, and Princess Celeste Avenger Collie will be here. So just continue to play the Freedom Cash giveaway. That star 799 hash, and you enter 11 for Freedom FM, and you stand a chance to win 2,500. And I'm going to talk to Abraham Kamara to call you our winners, and I'm sure some have won. And Abraham is going to call you guys right after here. So yes, thank you for following. My name is Haggai Gondah. I'm here on Wednesday, on the Wednesday edition of the program, the Freedom Hub, right here on Freedom FM. Let's go.
Oh, Mr. Liarman, you know I didn't do the thing you say I do. Oh, Mr. Liarman.